Welcome to the An English Coffee Office. Today is Tuesday, July 29, and like every morning, David and Alex are at the coffee machine.
Hey Alex, how's it going? Got a few minutes to catch up before the day gets crazy.
Hey David. I'm doing all right, thanks. Yeah, let's touch base while I grab my coffee?
Man, my morning's been non-stop already. I've been chasing down 3 clients since 8 o'clock.
I hear you. I've been buried under 2 project deadlines since I walked in.
Oh, deadlines are the worst. Anyway, how was your evening yesterday? Get any downtime?
Not really. I was reviewing some project updates until pretty late.
Ouch, that's rough. I just crashed on the couch with some TV after a long day of calls.
Sounds like a better plan. I should have done that instead.
Next time. By the way, did you catch that news about the big trade summit between China and the EU?
Yeah, I saw it on the New York Times site. They're marking 50 years of diplomatic ties with a summit in Beijing.
Exactly. I mean, 50 years is huge, don't you think?
It is. They're probably trying to iron out some trade tensions.
For sure. I'm just hoping it means better deals for us in sales, you know?
Could be. If they lower some barriers, it might open up new markets for companies like ours.
Fingers crossed. If we get more international clients, I might need to lean on you to keep things running smooth.
No worries. I'll make sure the projects stay on track if anything comes up.
Thanks, you're a star. Honestly, anything that boosts business is a win in my book.
Agreed. It's always good to stay in the loop on global stuff like this.
Totally. Speaking of staying in the loop, did you hear about that tech story on CNN?
Oh, you mean the surge in VPN use in the UK? I read about that this week.
Yeah, that's the one. Apparently, new online safety rules are making everyone jump on VPNs.
It makes sense. People are worried about privacy with all these new regulations coming in.
I get it. I've been thinking of getting one myself for when I'm working remotely.
Not a bad idea. It could help secure client info, especially on public Wi-Fi.
Good point. I don't want my sales pitches floating around for just anyone to see.
Exactly. Plus, it's just smart to stay ahead of the curve with tech like this.
True. Do you think our IT team might start pushing us to use VPNs soon?
Could happen. I wouldn't be surprised if they roll out some new policies.
I might need to brush up on how they work then. Don't want to look like a total newbie.
Just ask it for a quick rundown. They're usually pretty helpful.
Good call. I'll swing by their desk later. Anyway, on a lighter note, did you see that story on the Washington Post about a health scare at a sports event?
Yeah, the US team dealing with gastroenteritis at the World Championships. That sounds awful.
Man, can you imagine? Training for years just to get knocked out by a stomach bug.
It's terrible. I wonder how it even spread so quickly among them.
Probably close quarters? Or shared water bottles or something? I'd be so frustrated if I were them.
Same here. It just shows how unpredictable things can be, even at that level.
Yeah, makes you appreciate a quiet office day, right? No weird bugs here, knock on wood.
Let's hope it stays that way. I don't need any extra headaches this week.
No kidding. Hey, speaking of headaches, how's your team holding up with all the project stuff?
We're managing, but it's a bit of a grind. Just trying to keep everyone on the same page.
I feel that. My sales targets keep climbing, so I'm out there hustling nonstop.
Keep at it. You've got a real knack for closing those deals.
Thanks, I try. Anyway, did you have any big wins on those projects recently?
Actually, we just wrapped up a major phase on one of them. Feels great to check that off the list.
Nice, that's the best feeling. Ticking stuff off and moving on.
Totally. What about you? Any big sales in the pipeline?
Yeah, I've got a potential client meeting next week. Fingers crossed they sign on.
That's awesome. Let me know if you need any support on the logistics side.
Will do. Hey, going back to that China-EU summit, do you think it'll really impact small players like us?
Hard to tell. It might take a while to trickle down to our level.
Yeah, probably. I just like to keep an eye on this stuff just in case.
Same here. It's good to know what's happening out there in the bigger picture.
For sure. And on the VPN thing, do you reckon it'll become a must-have for everyone soon?
Possibly. With more rules popping up, privacy tools might just become standard.
Might need to get ahead of that then. I don't want to be the last one figuring it out.
You'll be fine. Just stay curious and ask questions.
True. And about that sports story, it's got me paranoid now. I'm washing my hands like 10 times a day.
Haha, no kidding. Better safe than sorry, right?
Exactly. Can't afford to be out of the game with a bug right now.
Agreed. We've got enough on our plates without health drama.
Speaking of plates, did you try the new sandwich place across the street yet?
Not yet. Is it any good?
Pretty decent. I grabbed a quick bite there yesterday between calls.
Nice. I might check it out when I get a breather.
You should. It's a nice little break from the usual office grind.
I could use a break. This week's been relentless.
Tell me about it. I've got like 5 more calls lined up today alone.
Ouch. I've got a stack of reports to review before the afternoon meeting.
Man, we're both swamped. Let's just power through and call it a day early if we can.
Sounds like a plan. I'm all for wrapping up early if possible.
Deal. Hey, before I forget, are you joining that team lunch thing later this week?
I'm planning to. It'll be nice to catch up with everyone outside of work mode.
Yeah, for sure. I'm in too, as long as no client emergencies pop up.
Fingers crossed for a quiet few days then. We deserve a breather.
Absolutely. Anyway, I've got a client call in like 5 minutes, so I better get moving.
Yeah, I've got a team meeting to prep for. Let's catch up again soon.
Sounds good. Don't work too hard, all right?
You too. See you around.
See, Alex?
Time to get to work. Don't forget to subscribe and practice your English every day. You'll see how it just keeps getting better and better. See you tomorrow. Hope you have a fantastic day.